Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So ang ating pag-uusapan today is about cash basis versus the accrual accounting. So ano nga ba ang pagkakaiba sa dalawang ito I hope this video will help you decide on which type of recording are you going to use in your business. So magka-cash basis ka ba or mag-accrual accounting ka ba in your business? So we will talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of these two, and bakit only the accrual is accepted in the GAAP or yung ating General Accepted Accounting Principles. Bakit yung accrual accounting lamang ang kanyang tinatanggap or inaalaw, at bakit ayaw ni GAAP kay cash basis. And also we are going to discuss why accrual accounting is said to be more accurate than the cash basis, at bakit sinasabing ang cash basis ay misleading. Why accrual is complicated and why cash basis is simple and more easy to record. And also I hope in our illustration later malalaman natin kung bakit nga ba mas helpful si accrual when it comes to economic business decisions or in making economic business decision in a business. So bakit mas nakakatulong si accrual accounting compared kay cash basis. So yan ang ating pag-uusapan sa video na ito. Let's have our illustration for the cash basis and the accrual. So gagawin natin tong very simple illustration upang mas maintindihan lamang natin kung ano yung pagkakaiba kay cash basis at kay accrual. So we have the first column here. So kapag cash basis ang iyong ginamit for your business in recording your business transactions, at second column natin is kapag accrual ang accounting na yung ginamit for recording your business transactions. So we have the first situation. So halimbawa, let's say you have an apartment, a renting apartment business. So nagpaparenta ka ng apartment, no? So let's have that for example. So yung income natin ay tatawagin nating rent income. Okay? So let's have the first situation here. By June 30, tenant A is unable to pay the rent for June 1 to 30 na nagkakahalaga ng 10,000 pesos. So, paano natin i-record ito kapag cash basis ang ating ginagamit? So, si tenant A hindi makapagbayad ng kanyang renta for June 1 to 30. So, isang buwan yun for 10,000 pesos. So, kapag nagka-cash basis ka, kapag cash basis ang iyong ginamit in recording your business transaction, wala kang magiging entry under the cash basis. Bakit walang entry? Kasi according to cash basis, you will only record or recognize a revenue once you receive the revenue. So, magre-record ka lamang kapag meron kang cash na natanggap. So, halimbawa, kapag si tenant A ay nagbayad on July 5, for example, so ibig sabihin, you will record and recognize the 10,000 pesos rent income only on July 5 kung kailan matatanggap mo yung pera. So dahil June 30 and supposedly mag-due na si tenant A, dapat sana ay magre-record ka ng 10,000 pesos na rent income, kaso hindi siya makapagbayad. So your entry, if you are using the cash basis, wala kang entry by June 30. Okay, so how about under the accrual accounting? Ano ba yung pagkakaiba kapag accrual accounting naman ang iyong ginagamit in recording your business transaction? So according to the accrual accounting, you will record or recognize revenue when earned, even it is not yet collected. Okay, so accrual accounting, under the accrual accounting, you will recognize or record the revenue when earned, even it is not yet collected. While in cash basis, you will record or recognize revenue when you receive the money, when you receive the cash. So, in this situation, when you are in accrual accounting, meron kang entry for June 30. So, how we will record the income that is not yet collected but it already earned? So, dito under the accrual accounting, meron tayong account title na ginagamit in recording the unearned income. Yun ang tinatawag nating accrued income, which is considered as an asset. So, our entry for June 30, we will debit accrued income, which is 10,000 pesos, the amount of the rent income. And we will credit rent income for 10,000 pesos. Okay, so as you can see, dahil accrued income is an asset. So, ibig sabihin na dagdagan ng accrued income ng 10,000 yung ating balance sheet. While in the income statement, meron tayong nare-recognize na rent income, which is 10,000. So, sa madaling salita, under the accrual accounting, kahit hindi mo pa natanggap yung pera, nire-record mo na siya already as your rent income. Unlike in the cash basis, so, di ba, sa June 30, wala tayong natanggap na pera at wala din tayong nire-record na income. So, paano naman pagdating sa pagre-record ng expenses under cash basis and under accrual accounting? So, let's have the second situation here. So, by June 30, you are unable or the business is unable to pay the caretaker's salary for the period June 1 to 30, which is 4,000 pesos. So, sabihin na lang natin na hindi ka nakapagbayad kay caretaker kasi nga wala kang natanggap na income. So, the caretaker is unable to receive her salary. So, by June 30, di ba, supposedly, this is your salary expense, di ba? By June 30, kasi dapat magbabayad ka kasi sweldo ni caretaker yun for June 1 to 30. Kaya lang, hindi ka makakapagbayad. So, paano natin i-record yan? So, under cash basis, according to cash basis in recording expenses, we will only record or recognized expenses when it is paid. So that is under the cash basis. Magre-record ka lamang ng expenses kapag nabayaran mo na. Saka mo lang yun i-record. So in our situation here, you are unable to pay, kaya wala ka ring expenses na i-recognize by June 30. So, how about under the accrual accounting? So, under the accrual accounting, according to accrual accounting, you will record or recognize expenses when incurred even it is not yet paid. So, ibig sabihin, magre-recognize ka na ng expenses kahit hindi mo pa nabayaran. So, meron din tayong account title in recording this, the unpaid expenses. So, dahil yung caretaker salary is good for June 1 to 30, so by June 30, magre-recognize ka na ng salaries expense under the accrual accounting. So, you debit salaries expense 4,000 and this is our account title for the unpaid expenses. So, magkakredit tayo ng accrued expense 4,000 pesos. So, an accrued expense is a liability. So, ibig sabihin, nire-recognize mo yung salaries expense while nagre-record ka rin ng liability na 4,000 pesos kasi hindi mo pa nabayaran yung salary ni caretaker. The accrued expense will be reflected also in your balance sheet under the liabilities section. So, halimbawa, si tenant A ay makakapagbayad ng kanyang 10,000 pesos na rent. So, under the cash basis, magre-record ka na ng, so let's say for example, by July 5, makakapagbayad na siya ng kanyang rent. So, cash basis, dahil nakatanggap ka ng pera, magre-record ka na ng 10,000 revenue. So, meron ka ng 10,000 revenue by July 5. And that will be recorded or reflected in your July 30 income statement. Okay, so by July 5, kapag nagbayad si tenant A, meron ka ng 10,000 revenue by sa buwan ng July. And then for example also, dahil nagbayad si tenant A by July 5, so let's say for example by July 6, nakapagbayad ka rin ng sweldo ni caretaker, so magre-record ka rin ng 4,000 pesos by July 6 halimbawa. So after having our very simple illustration, let's analyze kung bakit accrual accounting lamang yung ina-allow ni GAAP. Kasi under the accrual accounting, only the accrual accounting is following the matching principle of the GAAP. So, according to matching principle, the revenues and expenses should be recognized in the same period. So, di ba, as you can see, under the accrual accounting, kung kailan dapat matanggap talaga yung rent income, saka din natin nire-recognize. Diba? Kasi yung 10,000 pesos, that is an income for June 1 to 30. Kaso hindi nakapagbayad si tenant A. Kaya under the cash basis, wala tayong income for June 30. But under the accrual accounting, nagmamatch talaga yung ating pagre-record. So June 30, meron tayong rent income na 10,000 pesos. And then also under the expenses, same story, meron din tayong nare-recognize na 4,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, the accrual accounting is really following the matching principle of the GAAP or the generally accounted, the general accounting principle. That is why only the accrual accounting is allowed by the GAAP. And why is that na sinasabi? So, nakikita rin natin na kaya sinasabing cash basis is more simple compared to accrual kasi, di ba, it's so easy to record kapag wala kang natanggap, wala kang i-record. Kapag meron kang natanggap, magre-record ka. So, ganyan kasimple sa cash basis. While in accrual accounting, sinasabing complicated kasi nga, after this, magkakaroon ka pa ng reversing entry and adjusting entry in the following month. So, on my next video, I will try to discuss accrual accounting only, kung paano yung reversing entry, kung paano yung adjusting entry, and then magbibigay tayo ng mga simple problems regarding accrual accounting. So, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below so that you will be updated on our next videos. Okay, so for us to see clearly why cash basis is said to be misleading and why accrual accounting is said to be more accurate and helpful in making economic business decisions, gagawa tayo ng income statement for June and July. So, upang mas makita natin how an income statement is affected kapag cash basis ang yung ginamit in your accounting recordings or accrual accounting. So, let's have the income statement for the month ended June 30. So, under the accrual accounting, meron kang profit na 6,000 pesos for the month of June. Dahil nagre-recognize tayo ng 10,000 at nagre-recognize din tayo ng expenses na 4,000. So, our total profit is 6,000 for the month of June. So, how about under the cash basis? So, sa cash basis natin, by June 30, you have zero profit or wala kasi wala kang nare-record na income, wala ka ring nare-record na expenses kasi nga hindi nakapagbayad sa tenant at hindi ka rin nakapagbayad ng salaries expense for your caretaker. So as you can see, our comparison on the income statement of these two is you can clearly see that it is very accurate that you have a 6,000 profit. Nakikita mo yung nagiging profit mo for the month of June 30, which is yun naman talaga yung dapat mong maging profit kasi nga the rent income is June 1 to 30 na rent ni tenant yun. Tapos yung expense na nare-recognize mo dito is yun talaga yung expense mo for the month of June. Kasi that is June 1 to 30 na pagtatrabaho ni caretaker sa'yo. So, nakikita talaga natin na meron tayong profit for the month of June 30. While kapag cash basis ka, hindi mo nakikita yung totoong result ng yung for that month. So, for July naman, what will happen in July is that is why it is misleading. The cash basis is said to be misleading kasi as you can see, in July, for our cash basis, meron tayong rent income na. For example, sabihin na lang natin na si tenant A ay nagbayad na sa tamang oras by July 30. So, by July 5, 'di ba, nakatanggap ka ng bayad ni tenant A for the month of June. Dapat for the month of June na kanyang rent. So, nagre-record ka ng 10,000 pesos, 'di ba? So, by July 5. And then, let's say na by July 30, nagbayad rin si tenant A sa tamang oras. So, ang mangyayari in your July income statement, magdodoble yung rent income na nire-recognize mo under the cash basis. So, doble, naging 20,000 yung rent income mo, and then, your expenses, let's say for example also na nakapagbayad ka rin sa tamang oras kay caretaker sa buwan ng July. So, nagiging doble rin yung expenses mo sa buwan ng July. So, 20,000 less 8,000, yung profit mo nagiging double compared to, nagiging double yung profit mo. Hindi siya balance kasi by the month of June, wala kang income, wala kang expenses, so wala kang profit. But by the month of July, masyadong malaki yung profit mo kasi naging doble yung income at naging doble yung expenses mo. So, by this very simple illustration, nakikita natin na misleading talaga yung cash basis compared to the accrual accounting. So, the cash basis are often used by the small businesses and the individuals, while the accrual accounting mas common siya, or talagang dapat talaga nag-accrual accounting talaga yung ginagamit mo if your business is bigger. And also, as I have said, that accrual accounting is only the allowed accounting under the GAAP or the General Accepted Accounting Principle. Okay, so that's all for our cash basis and accrual accounting. I hope you learned something, or I hope that you understand. So as I have said, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and then notification bell also, so you will be notified on our next videos. Thank you and have a nice day.